If you do Yura's quest line and you fight, I'm trying to think of her name. I'll show you here in a second. We'll actually go over it. I'll just show you how. You can essentially negate his blood move a little bit midway through the fight. And that might allow you to beat him. It'll actually be put into your Flask of Wondrous Physic. I'm gonna catch up in chat here in just 1 second. I don't want to murder this guy on accident and miss it. So, Turkey, I'm not ignoring you. I'll be right back, buddy. All right. Should be in the next couple of hits here. We kill him pretty quick if we can get 2 in. That's actually kind of fast. Yeah, to get 2 kills in on him that fast is actually pretty quick. We can almost get 3. We can get him down to half health with 3. All right, says Turkey says I cheesed Moog on my playthrough when you used to be able to hop over the wall and kill him without him fighting back. Oh, yeah, that was way back. Does that still work? So I don't know if I can play it because I'm on New Game 1. I haven't killed him yet on New Game 1. No, even if you're on your New Game Plus, they said that you still have to have killed Radahn and you have to have fought and killed Moog as well. So you got to have both of those. No, it got passed a long time ago. Okay, all right. I was going to say, that still exists? Damn, they don't ever fix anything. Turkey, thank you for understanding, by the way. All right, so, kind gentlemen, I am going to explain it right now for you. The weapon that will say the person's name. It's right here. Eleonora. So, if you do Yura's quest line, and you see him at the very beginning of the game before you fight, you get invaded by the guy with Reduvia's dagger. Then after that, you talk to him in the back and he says, maybe we'll meet again. Then the next time you see him is at the entrance to the Academy of Raya Lucaria. If you go to the right, instead of going up the elevator, you go behind you. There'll be a red summon sign on the ground. You jump in his world and you help him fight somebody. You win that fight. And then when you come out of that, he's standing there. And then you talk to him again. He says, maybe we'll meet again in the future. Then you go to Altus Plateau. You go to a church. The church is located right here. Right there. The second church of Marika. And he'll be dead on the ground in there. Or he'll be dying. You have a conversation with him. And then you'll get invaded by Eleonora. And when you kill Eleonora, Eleonora will give you a key item that you put in your Flask of Wondrous Physic called the Purifying Crystal Tear. And it says it purified the Lords of Blood's curse in a mixed physic. You can take, as long as your mixed physic is still active, this will still work. So you don't have to take it the moment that he's about to do it. You can pop this, you just drink your Wondrous Physic with enough time that whenever he does it, it doesn't affect you. Essentially, this puts a force field around you and it'll crack with every time that it's supposed to do the blood loss, and then you're all good. I mean, when he throws the blood around like it's a sperm. Wow, it was so graphic. Honestly, the bleed polearm is mid, so this tier is good for phase 2. Then yes, when he goes into phase 2, you have this in your Flask of Wondrous Physic. Like I said, you don't have to take it the moment that he's doing it. As long as your physic is still active, this will still be active. And then when he goes into phase 2 and he does the massive blood loss on you, that essentially wipes your health, this right here will stop that from happening. So you just got to get good enough to take out the first part of it, right? Just the first part of that. I love that they put those things in the game too, by the way. Such a it is connected, but it's connected because Eleonora actually served the Lord of Blood. That's the whole point of her being like invading and stuff like that. And it's so cool that they're so distantly connected, but that she has something in her possession that means so much to the fight with Moog. That's awesome. Gotcha. Hopefully he isn't too much of a pain in the bonk on a bonk build. I think actually for a bonk build, you probably might be even better than any other build. He is weak to bleed though, which is ironic, right? Causing the blood loss, he is weak to bleed. All right, let's go head back over to Sullivan. We're going to buy the rest of his spells. So if you have the ability to apply blood loss to your bonk build, it might be worth doing so. Maybe Blood Flame Blade, adding that to something might be worth your time. It'd be better to just apply blood to something as well, like with the whetstone though. That'd be the better way about it. I use the giant red hammer and the Knight's Resolve and the jump attack boost. Yes, so much fun, isn't it? Like I have a hard time not eventually falling back into that because I just love that style of play so much. I love Guts Greatsword with the Lion's Claw. It does it for me. Lion's Claw is so much fucking fun to use. I can't get over Lion's Claw. It's my baby.
Begging for another lesson so soon?
So soon?
There remains much to be done. Make it quick.
Make it quick. Study sorcery. All right, the last sorcery that we're going to get from him requires 21 intelligence. It costs 20 FP. And it says a sorcery said to have been used by the old Snow Witch. It releases a cold mist before the caster. This sorcery can be cast while in motion. Charging enhances the range of the mist. The snowy crone taught the young Ranni to fear the dark moon, and she imparted her cold sorceries. That's all of them. We've done it. We've done it all.
Begging for another lesson.
All right. So there, that is done. I'm trying to remember now. I think we have to do the next part of Ranni's quest before we can continue Sullivan's quest line from here on out. I'm pretty sure we have to do the next part of Ranni's quest, which means we have to head to... She wants us to go to Noxtella and find the lost treasure of Noxtella. I think we actually have to find the lost treasure of Noxtella before we can continue his quest line. But this is the room that you need to find in order to start that, basically him saying, you know, to earn the right to learn his sorceries. Said Sullivan's puppet, do not touch. Once you notice that and all of this, then you can start his quest line. How do you remember the order of all these quests? Damn, I can barely remember how to play. I know it, right, Turkey? It's literally, it's just me playing. Just me playing, that's all. The second phase is horrible, laugh my ass off. It is though, ain't it? You got through the first phase? Yeah, the second phase is fucking horrible. Absolutely horrible. Moog is legit. That is a tough boss fight. I feel like such a wet noodle trying to play this game after so long. Hangry, I am still struggling to get back. Like the amount of panic rolls that I'm doing now is insane. Insane. I'm right there with you, Hangry Man. Yeah, both of you guys. Yeah, Turkey, same thing here, man. Don't feel bad about it at all. I have literally like 700 hours in this game. Coming back to it after about maybe 3 or 4 months since the last time I played it at all. Wow. Yeah, I'm struggling. I've been struggling this whole playthrough so far. All right, so the next thing that we have to do. Of course, we talked to Thops. Thops hooked us up when we gave him the glintstone, the Academy glintstone. He hooked us up with something called erudition. And if you will remember, there was a couple of towers that we actually visited that made mention of just that. So there is the converted fringe tower over here. And there was, I believe there's 2 towers that had the seals were essentially already broken in them. And in the back, there is a statue of Marika. And then there's a message that reads, erudition guide thee. So your first thought, if you remembered this, is that, oh my God, I should go in here and do the gesture for it. But you'll see that when we do erudition, nothing actually happens. Nothing happens at all. So you're sort of left like, well, it's got to be that, right? I was thinking it's that. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. I'm not going to lie. That was not supposed to happen. What you're supposed to do is put on any of the 4 glintstone crowns that you get. I don't know if they changed the rules to that or what. And then do erudition. And then it's supposed, you see how the crowns actually light up? Then it's supposed to reveal the ladder behind it. And then you can go up the ladder. That's how it's supposed to be done. Some of his moves have such weird timings. It's so annoying. I know it. Well, this is in Elden Ring. They did I'm going to say a great job, but I hate it. They did a good job of switching up boss fights as compared to other Dark Souls games where, I mean, let's talk. If you ask anybody, what's the hardest Dark Souls boss fight that you've ever had to do? Almost everybody will say the Nameless King. The Nameless King. And the reason why is he has so many delayed swings. And in this game, it's like they took that and then went and put it in every boss fight that there is. You're such a powerful wizard. Thank you. Thank you. And up at the top of this tower, now that we've revealed it, we see that we get another memory stone. There was another one of these towers, and it is way, way, way up top right here. But we can't actually go to the Black Knife Catacombs. You're going to have to go to the Frenzied Flame Village outskirts in order to be able to get to it. It definitely helps to pick up that physic and know that blood... Yeah, that bloodletting ability is insane. The amount of damage that does is fucking bananas. The only other option that you have is to drink through it. And when you drink through it, you might still die to that bloodletting ability. It's fucking nuts. It's really what makes that fight so hard. Also, you know, having it laying on the ground, the blood flame laying on the ground isn't easy either, but yeah. All right, so then there is this tower, the converted fringe tower. Again, this one will read, may erudition light the way. Erudition. And then the barrier in the back will go away. Is there a third one of these towers that I'm forgetting? The seal to the rise has opened. And I know that this is the big one. This is the one that you definitely want to come and do. Because there's pretty good rewards in this one if we make our way up to the top here. But in order to make our way up to the top, we're going to have to get rid of this asshole or just run by it. I choose to run by it. Ain't nobody got time for that. Goodbye. So remember, those things are actually made from the made from sorcerers. So that's not like an inanimate object. It's actually a living being comprised of a whole bunch of different sorcerers. And then at the top here, in the chest, we're gonna get the Cannon of Hayama and also the Gavel of Hayama. Let's check these out. These are really cool spells, by the way. This is the Gavel of Hayama. We've seen this actually used on us once before. It says attack using a magical hammer and requires 22 FP and 25 intelligence. And it reads, one of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Raya. It creates a magical great hammer and slams it down, allowing one follow-up attack. Drawn from the scholarly conspectus of Hayama, the adjudicator of the Academy, this sorcery employs might as a means to quell conflict. And then the next one is the Cannon of Hayama. One of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Raya. It lobs an explosive magical projectile that flies in an arc. Charging enhances the potency. Drawn from the conspectus of Hayama, the adjudicator of the Academy, this sorcery employs might as a means to quell conflict. And the rest of these we have. We did not read this one though, did we? The Jarwit puppet. One of Sullivan's puppets used to summon the spirit of Jarwit, I'm sorry. Spirit of a man who wished to become the innards of a living jar. A jar hurling specialist who throws all manners of pots and jars. The warrior jar once told the nameless man this: "You are not yet ready to join the warriors inside. No, you must apply yourself, better yourself, and one day I will return for you." So we can actually see this puppet is down in Sullivan's underground area too. And that is essentially the area that you're going for right there. Is there any more of these towers? I want to say there is. The cannon is so good to start a fight off with. Dude, the gavel is fucking insane damage. Yeah, Hangry says, especially since it heals them too. I forgot about that part too. Went to his second phase, says kind gentleman, and he immediately one-shot me. Yeah. So he's a pothead, says Boogie. I didn't think about it like that, but absolutely he is a pothead. What a pothead. Is there another one of these towers? Why do I seem to remember there being 3, not 2? I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna do the thing. Stamina. Ow. Stamina. Here to do this. And then do this. And this. And another one. Get shit on, bud! I'm breaking everything in this place. All right, so I guess I gotta look this up because I feel like I remember there being 3 towers, 3 fringe towers. I gotta look this up. Hold on. Hold up. Wait a minute. I want to say that there was 3. But I could be wrong. Did you get the ones from the turtle riddles? Yes, I did, Hangry Man. Yep. I can't remember who I have to kill before Red Dawn. I'm in Volcano Manor at the moment. Do I need to kill Rykar before? No. No, you can go right to Kaled, and all you got to do is... one thing you might want to do is make sure you've talked to Alexander the Great Jar. You might want to talk to him and move him to Gale Tunnel, and then go talk to him in Gale Tunnel, kill the magma worm in Gale Tunnel, and then once you've started Ronnie's quest line, Blythe will actually join you there after you talk with him down in the well as well. In Siafra Riverwell. You don't have to do those things, but they're things you might want to do. They're part of the quest lines if you want to do everything in their quest lines. There's the converted fringe tower. That's the one we're at right now. What is the other one called? Let me open up the map. Hold on, right now I'm hiding the chat right now, FYI. So I can't see you. Converted towers, not fringe towers. Converted towers. Converted towers. Is there 2 of them? No, it only shows 1 of them. Let's just look up Erudition. I'm gonna look up Erudition. I spelled that so wrong, it's not even funny. Gestures. Erudition. I'm still hiding chat, FYI. You know what? I'll just bring this over right here so I can actually look at it with you guys and read. Acquisition, use. Use at the converted fringe tower puzzle and the converted tower puzzle. So that's it. No. It can be missed if a player kills Thops before giving him the key. Missing this gesture automatically makes a player miss out on acquiring the Gavel of Hayama and the Cannon of Hayama. Yep, so that's it. So it was only 2. I don't know why I seem to have remembered 3. It's the little things that I forget. The things that don't matter. I'm going to go insane, says Kind Gentleman. Kind Gentleman, that's a tough fight, man. That is not an easy one, buddy. My build at the moment works great with the Mimic tier. I do like 2,500 per jump attack about. That's so good. That's actually pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Turkey says, I gotcha. I don't care too much about the extra stuff. I just want to be able to load up the DLC. I gotcha. No. So you're fine. All you got to do then, you can go right to Radahn's fight then. You can go right into the fight. You just have to make it to the back of the Red Main Castle. Hangry Man says, I think the prerequisite for the DLC is defeating Moog and maybe being level 50. I don't remember that one. No, you have to beat Radahn too. You have to have beaten General Radahn. You don't have to be any level. You can do it at any level. You can join into it. They recommend level 120. Every time I get into his second phase, I immediately die to his stupid moves. Hi, gentlemen. Like I said, don't feel bad. He's a rough fight. I want to say the first time I fought him, which was in the YouTube playthrough, boy, I must have fought him maybe 10 times before I began to figure out his moves and started, like, I was in a position to actually kill him. It was a tough fight. That was one of the harder fights in the entire game. I actually killed Melania really fast. Like, everybody said Melania was hard. I killed her. I want to say it was the first time I went in and fought her. I think I got her first try. And I didn't find out until after that she was such a hard boss. We did it with Guts Greatsword, I do believe. All right. Goobs, thank you for redeeming the how long have I followed. I appreciate you, buddy. 4 years of love. I give all 4 of that years right back to you right now. Mwah. What was that? Mwah. Mwah. I love you. I love you. I'll never forget you. So now we have 100% of everything done in Liurnia of the Lakes. That is all optional things. Everything that can be done, we have done. Liurnia is now finished. So now we can go and start doing the rest of Ronnie's quest line. So Ronnie told us that to talk to Blythe and also to talk to EG. Now, should we go back and speak with EG? Before we go any further, let's talk to EG outside of being within Ronnie's place. Let's just give a quick chat to EG real quick, just to see if he has any extra dialogue. I thank you. I feel like 4 years younger. You are. That's what my kisses do. My air kisses make you 4 years younger. I'm not going to kiss you 19 times, okay? No.
Well, my fellow, how may I serve you? As war counselor or as blacksmith?
As war counselor or as blacksmith? So there's a couple of extra things that we can actually ask him about. One being about Blythe.
Blythe is Lady Rani's stepbrother. Rani's mother, Queen Renala, approved of him, and they played like siblings from childhood. They were always happy to have me tag along as well. When Lady Rani renounced her flesh and chose the dark path of the Empyrean, Blythe and I swore allegiance as vassals. But none of us will ever forget our earliest days together. Promise to look after Blythe for me, will you? The man is honest to a fault. But fortunately, now he has you.
Interesting information given to us. So Blythe and EG have known Ronnie since they were all children. They actually grew up together, and in fact, Blythe is the stepbrother to Ronnie. Now, it's not stepbrother as in marriage brought Blythe into the family fold. It is stepbrother as in they've been side by side for so long that they're like brother and sister. The mother approved of Blythe, which was Ronnie or Queen Renala, and it's more of, it's not actual stepbrother, but more, I don't know. It's not really her stepbrother. In fact, I don't know if I want to go too far into the rest of that. There's more deeper to that, but essentially they know that she renounced her body, that she chose the dark path of the Empyrean, going against the greater will. And some interesting information was actually given to us by looking at the helmet that EG is wearing. We actually have this helmet. We'll read about that. Matter of fact, let's go out and read about it right now. If we go into our inventory, actually it'd be easier from equipment. This right here, it's a Nox mirror helm. It's the same kind of helm that he is actually wearing right now. And it says a helm fashioned from crystal looking glass, one among the Eternal City's ritual implements. It says easily broken and weak against striking attacks. It is worn by those committed to high treason. It wards off the intervention of the greater will and its vassal fingers. So, kind of gives you a clue as to why, in fact, EG is wearing a helmet like this. You see, because he's trying to ward off the influence of the greater will, because he knows that what they have done is essentially committed great treason. It is treason to do what Ranni has done. So in order to stay as her war counselor and not be influenced by the greater will, he's wearing the helmet for that reason too. Athena, what is up? How are you? Good to see you. All right, let's go back
Something
in.
Else
let's see what he has to say about Nokron now.
I take it you've heard of the eternal city of Noxtella? Well, it has a twin, known as Nokron, the other eternal city. After years of expeditions, we've determined the location of Nokron by going underground through the well in the Mistwood of Limgrave. You can see Nokron up above. Only we've failed to find a path leading to the city. Blythe's made a good go of it, but I'm afraid this has him quite stumped. To be honest, I'm not sure where to go from here.
So whatever they need from Nokron, this treasure of Nokron, whatever it is that they need, whatever this treasure is that Ranni wants us to get, they're kind of stumped. They've hit a dead end. And so we're gonna go and find Blythe now down in the Mistwood here, in right here, Safria Riverwell. So let's make our way over there and we'll go meet up with Blythe and see if we can't help him out. I have not grinded this game and I'm upset. LOL. I've been so busy, said Athena. No! That's all right, Athena. I'm right there with you. I'm not going to make it for release day either. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It releases, well, I guess it releases at 6 o'clock. I did see 6 o'clock as a possible release time, but it said it was midnight on a bunch of other websites too. So I have no idea what the hell. All right. So if we come over here to the minor Erdtree here in the Mistwood, right next to the minor Erdtree, many of you in your playthrough might have noticed that as you approach this place, the door sort of slowly swings open and you have to actually be looking at it for you to ever notice it. So it starts actually as soon as it becomes visible. So the first time I ever encountered this place, I was riding up here, and as I was riding up going towards this tree, I seen the doors open. But ever since then, I've never actually seen these doors open ever again. But essentially, if we come here, go through the door, you see it says Safria Riverwell, and we have a big ass elevator that's going to take us a day and a half to make it down to the bottom of. I also want to change my look again. I'm going back with our kingly look. I don't care if we don't get bonuses. I don't give a shit. We got to look like a king. I'm falling back as this is my new favorite look. Look at us. Look at us. Oh, it's King Rockitsauce. Welcome. And as we're making our way down into the Safria Riverwell, you can actually see that there is it's quite the expanse that we're looking out into. This is quite the cave. See that there's actually a church and everything up there, or some kind of big structure up there. And now we learned from EG that if we come down here and we actually look up, that we can see Nokron, the Eternal City, from down below. So that's probably what we're looking up at. I propose for the DLC that we get at least one character that doesn't die after we help them. Never gonna happen, Hangry Man. Never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. All right, so let's sit down at the site of grace here. Here's our first site of grace here within Siofra Riverwell. There is a summoning pool, and now let's start making the rounds. There's a lot that we have to do here. You can call up your horse if you would like here.